girly friends. How are we doing today? Today I'm going to do another change and chat. That's what I'm dubbing these videos. And it's a tag by Wishes and Wonders, and it's the little me tag. And I just love the questions that she came up with. And I thought, how fun would it be to answer these questions? And our special guest today is, oh, hold on. Let me see if I can get, I might not have this up high enough. Well, here, let me lift her up. So Brynnleigh is going to be our special guest today. I need to change her anyway. I wanted to change her out of this really cute little onesie that she has on. I just absolutely love it. But she's been in it for a couple days now, so she needed a changing. And let me see if I can figure out how, there we go. That's what I need to do. Just got to figure out my camera angles here. There we go. That's better. Pull back. There we go. There we go. Mama get it. Sorry about that, guys. So there we go. So little Miss Brynnleigh is going to be our star today. I don't know where to put that. All the babies are here, including Penelope. They're all here. And of course, Ed is passed out behind me because that's where he likes to be. So I am going to change Brynnleigh. I'm going to change her diaper. I like changing their little diapers when I change them. I have this really cute romper. It's got watermelons and hearts on it. It's a beautiful, it's like a light pink, but not like a pale pink. And then the watermelon's just really vibrant colors. And then I'm putting this little onesie under it. So as cute as the little giraffe and bird and flower are, you're not even gonna see those because the onesie's gonna cover it up, but I needed a onesie and I thought the contrast and colors looked really good together. And I'll change her little bow into this little headband because I thought it looked good with it. So that's what little Miss is going to be changed into. Brynnleigh is my Quinlyn kit by Bonnie Brown and Adri Stolette. Ooh, I think I murdered that again. I'm so bad at some of these names. I absolutely love her. I think she's beautiful. She's my little fair-skinned baby. She's lightly painted, and I'm okay with that. She looks exactly like her pictures did on the internet. I knew she would be a fair-skinned little lad, or little lady. Little lad, she's a lady. And I just love her. I love her to death. She's my little Brynnleigh Wren, and I just adore her. She's my little sleeping princess. So let's go ahead and lower this down. Get the right angle again. Back. Oh, sorry guys. I'll back up just a little so you get a good glimpse at my little beautiful Brynnleigh. Take her pacifier out. She is wearing her little bee bracelet that Grace sent her. And yeah, okay, let's get into the questions while I'm changing my beautiful girl here. So question number 1 is, were you an old soul or young, wild, and free? I've been told both. I don't know if you can pick both, but I'm gonna pick both. I've been told that when I was little, I was told that I was an old soul, apparently from some of the things I would say and do, but also I was a wild child. I was outside, running around, wild and free. That was just me. I was a very wild little girl. I didn't get into a lot of trouble as I was younger, but I was just, I always loved to be outside, running around and doing my own thing. And yeah. Number 2, were you a city kid or a country bumpkin? A lot of these questions I'm going to answer like both or all because we moved a lot. I lived with my grandmother most of my childhood, and she liked to move. She liked to move a lot, more than the average person should move. A lot of when I'd make friends, they'd be like in the same house for years and grew up there. Like the house we live in is my husband's childhood home. He lived here his entire childhood. Now we're living here. So I moved around a lot, and sometimes it was in the city, sometimes it was in the suburbs, sometimes we were out in the country. It just depended on where my grandma found somewhere to live. And number 3 is roller skating or bike riding. Okay, if I had to choose between the two, bike riding would be it. I absolutely loved riding my bike. However, if I was not on my bike, I was roller skating or skateboarding. So if I had to choose, I would definitely say riding my bike, because I did that more than anything, or my big wheel. I loved riding my big wheel. Oh my goodness, big wheels. Do you guys remember big wheels? Oh, I loved my big wheel. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Number 4. Ribbons and curls are climb trees and scraped knees. Okay, so my mom and my grandma definitely wanted me to be ribbons and bows. They dressed me like a little princess. I mean, I've shown you guys a couple of in my lives, I've shown a couple of pictures of little me, and pretty much I'm dressed up pretty nicely. And that's the way they wanted to dress me all the time. Unfortunately, I was a tomboy from the time I was little until I'm still kind of a tomboy. Never been real girly girl. So they would dress me. There's one famous story. Oh, hold on, I'm getting her all kinds of caught up here. So there's one story that they used to love to tell about me when they were both still here. And that's the time they bought me a white frilly dress with white head bow or headbands or I don't know, some kind of white bows to put in my hair, and white frilly socks and fancy white dress shoes. And I was probably, I think they said I was like 3 or 4, and they got me all dressed up. I think we were going to church. I want to say we were going to church. We didn't go to church a ton, but sometimes we went. And they had me dressed to the nines to go to church that day. Pretty sure it's where we were going. Could have been going to get pictures, but I want to say it was church that time. And they went to go get themselves ready. Okay, first mistake as a mom. Don't get your kids ready first. But anyway, they went to go get themselves ready and came back, and I had gotten into the backyard and it had rained. So I had made a whole mud bakery, and I was covered from head to toe in mud. And yeah, that was me. That's the way that I rolled. So definitely my answer would be climbing trees. I love to climb trees. Climbing trees and scrape knees, but you know, if it was up to my mom and my grandma, it would have been ruffles and bows. Number 5, books, Barbies, are both. Okay. As an adult, I've grown an appreciation for Barbies. As a child, I did not like Barbies. I liked my friends' Barbies, but as far as me, I did not like to have Barbies. I've told my Barbie story before. I guess I'll tell it again. I loved baby dolls, and when my mom bought me my first Barbie, and it was called My First Barbie, it had short curly hair. I'm pretty sure it was called My First Barbie. It's what she told me, at least. I'm not sure. But it had blonde curly hair, and she was a beautiful Barbie, and I'm sure she spent a good amount, you know, a good amount for that time on her. And look how cute she looks in this little outfit. And she brought it to me, and I was like, oh, thanks. And she left me alone with that Barbie. And I pulled her head off and threw the head across the room, and then chucked the body into a toy bin. And when she found that, she said, that's fine, I will never buy you a Barbie again. And they never did buy me Barbies again. Even after, like, as I got older, I did get, you know, a little interested, like, I'm gonna say 10, 11, 12. I got a little bit interested in them, but they wouldn't buy them for me because I did not take care of my first Barbie. But yeah. And then, so books though, oh my goodness, books. Books were, I love to read. I absolutely adored reading. I started reading young. Funny thing, I didn't start talking until I was almost 3, or I was about 3. My mom said we were in a grocery store and I had said few words. Been to the doctor for it because they were concerned about it. I mean, like at that time, everything checked out fine. But then all of a sudden we were in the grocery store and she said something about something and I told her that was her opinion and not mine. In a very sarcastic voice, she said too. And so another lady was there and she said, well, I would spank her butt if she talked to me like that. But my mom was crying and said, well, this is the first sentence she's ever said, so I'm definitely not going to spank her butt. But then by the time I was 4, I was reading. And I loved, my first choice of reading was Dr. Seuss, of course. And then after that, it just fell. I love reading. I just love to read. Number 6, candy store or ice cream shop. Candy store. We had a candy store around us all the time. Ice cream shops were kind of far, and I didn't have any close to me most of the time, but you could always find a corner store that had like a candy counter, and oh my goodness, I loved getting money and going to the candy counter. That was so much fun. Number 7, Marsha, Jan, or Cindy, meaning the order of your birth. I was definitely a Cindy. I was the youngest of the bunch, and I was extremely spoiled by my grandma, and my mom too, some. Number 8, school days, private, public, or like a religious school. All three. Like I said, we moved around a lot, so schools were, I went to a lot of different schools. So I'm gonna pull this up for the last couple of questions, and Miss Penelope's going to join us. Number 9, cut or skip class or teacher's pet. I definitely was not the teacher's pet. Teachers did not like me. I was quiet. I was not a real loud person. I was quiet. I kept to myself. I didn't really like answering questions or reading out loud. I could read very well. Hated reading out loud. It was so embarrassing to me. So yeah, I was not the teacher's pet. I did skip class, and I did start kind of young skipping class. I started skipping class in like 4th or 5th grade. I just wouldn't get on the bus. Me and my friends would go find somewhere to hang out until the bus came, and then we'd come back home. And back then, you really didn't get those phone calls, hey, Leisha didn't show up for school today. You didn't get those. So it was very easy to skip school. And of course, as I got to be a teenager, it got worse. I skipped school quite a bit. Number 10, were your favorite memories between 1 and 10 years old or 11 to 20 years old? So, as far as childhood memories, definitely 1 to 10. You know, as far, like, I think I start remembering things back by like 5. I can remember things about 5 and up. And I mean, I had a pretty good childhood. I played outside. I had all kinds of dolls. It was wonderful, a wonderful time to be alive. And, but then 11 to 20, I have wonderful memories then too, because I was a teenage mom. So my first babies were born. My first one when I was 17, and my second one when I was 18, I think almost 19. And, you know, so that falls in that memory category. And of course, those are some of my most precious memories, is having my babies. So yeah. So that's the last question. It was 10 questions. Brynnleigh looks adorable, doesn't she? Oh my goodness, isn't she just scrumptious? I can just love her. Okay. So thanks for coming in and checking out our answers. I encourage you to do this too. Again, this is from Wishes and Wonders, and it's the little me tag. And so tag, you're it. Your turn. I know a lot of you have already done this tag. I kind of am late to the game, but I don't care. I wanted to do it anyway. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell notification button, because you want to know when the next episode of Binkies and Blinkies is coming on. And also, my information for Instagram, email, and friend mail is down in my description box below. So follow me on Instagram. I show lots of very cute and fun pictures over there of the babies. And I also like to share inspirational quotes in my stories. So maybe I'll see you over there. All right, guys, be kind, be gentle, be you.